Have you ever felt like everything you hoped for has just fallen apart? Like the one thing you put all your faith in is gone, and you're left walking down a dusty road with nothing but questions and a heavy heart. That's exactly where two of Jesus' followers found themselves. They were heading to a village called Emmaus just a few days after the crucifixion. Can you imagine their conversation? Their hopes were shattered. The man they believed was the Messiah, their king, was dead. They were confused, heartbroken, and utterly lost. As they walked and talked, lost in their grief, a stranger came up and started walking with them. He asked them, "What are you discussing so intently as you walk along?" They stopped, their faces downcast. One of them, Cleopas, said, "Are you the only visitor to Jerusalem who doesn't know the things that have happened there in these days?" The stranger, of course, was Jesus, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. Isn't that just like us sometimes? We're so clouded by our own sorrow and disappointment that we can't see God walking right beside us. They poured out their story to him all about Jesus of Nazareth, a prophet powerful in word and deed, how their leaders had handed him over to be crucified. They said, "We had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel." The sadness in their voices is almost tangible. But then, the stranger began to speak. He called them foolish, slow of heart to believe what the prophets had spoken. Starting with Moses and all the prophets, he explained to them what was said in all the scriptures concerning himself. Imagine that walk, every step, a new revelation. The stranger connected the dots for them, weaving together centuries of prophecy. The scrolls they had heard read their whole lives suddenly clicked into place. The suffering, the death, the glory that would follow it was all part of the plan. Their pace might have quickened. The heaviness in their hearts began to lift, replaced by a flicker of something new. A warmth started to spread through them, a feeling they couldn't quite name yet. They later said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?" As they approached Emmaus, Jesus acted as if he were going farther. But they urged him, "Stay with us, for it is nearly evening. The day is almost over," so he went in to stay with them. They sat down for a meal. And then, something incredible happened. He took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and began to give it to them. In that simple, familiar action, their eyes were opened, the way he broke the bread. It was him, it was Jesus, the stranger they had walked with 4 miles was their risen Lord, and just as they recognized him, he disappeared from their sight. They were left staring at each other, the empty space where he had been, the broken bread on the table. But they weren't sad anymore, they were electrified. Their grief had been transformed into indescribable joy. He was alive. The hope they thought was buried in a tomb was sitting right there with them at the table. They didn't even wait for morning. They got up and rushed all the way back to Jerusalem, bursting to tell the others what had happened, how Jesus was recognized by them when he broke the bread. This story is so powerful because it's our story too. How many times have we walked our own road to Emmaus, blinded by disappointment? We feel abandoned, confused, thinking God has forgotten us. But this story promises that even when we don't recognize him, Jesus is walking with us. He meets us in our doubt, in our pain, and he patiently opens our minds to understand. He turns our deepest despair into unshakable hope. So next time you feel lost on your journey, remember the road to Emmaus. Invite the stranger to stay, listen as he speaks, and watch for him in the breaking of the bread. He is with you. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe for more.